Today I pass another funded account, which is third account in 3 months, which is exactly 1 account per month. So I decided to do for you guys my psychology, my funded psychology, how I look at these accounts and the whole mindset behind this. So let's go into this. So I'm going to be breaking down phase 1, phase 2 and the funded stage, because every stage needs a little bit of different mindset to it. So yeah, I hope you will understand everything. So phase number 1, which will be our most aggressive phase, okay? I have these 3 things. This is the most 3 important points in my opinion. So detach yourself from needing to pass it. Shift your perspective from 50k account to $200 investment. Be more aggressive with the risk, but more selective with the setup, okay? You don't want to be spending too much time on this challenge, okay? So detach yourself from needing to pass it. What I mean by this? Every time, me in the past, let's say, every time I bought a challenge, I put so big of a pressure on myself to wanted to pass it like quick, and to wanted to pass it just to wanted to pass it, and this caused me like to make so much mistakes, only because I put the pressure on myself for absolutely nothing. There is no need for me to pass it, okay? And yeah, it will just put extra pressure on yourself and you will make extra mistakes. So detach yourself from needing to pass it. You don't need to pass it. You just need to do the right things, okay? And it will be passed if you're gonna be doing the right things. Now, shift your perspective from 50k account to $200 investment. Okay, it can be 100k account and $400 investment. It can be 10k account, 20k account. You get the point. This means that you are not trading $50,000 account. You are not trading $100,000 account. You take $200 and you invest it to potentially have a capital of 50k. Potentially have a capital, okay? So again, this is extra pressure on yourself, and you will be making psychological mistakes if you are going to be thinking you are trading 50k account. You are going to be scared that, hey, this is too much money for me, but it's not. It's $200. It's not 50,000. Okay. So have a perspective like this. Have a mindset like this. Okay, I'm investing $200 into this. I have 5 to 10 attempts to pass it, and if I don't, I don't. It doesn't matter. I will take another $200 and I will reinvest it again. If you lose the account, you are gonna lose $200. You are not gonna lose $50,000. Okay. And the last point is be more aggressive with the risk, but selective with your setups. Okay. What I mean by this is risking 1% in this phase. I think it's pointless because it takes too much time for you. Okay, risking 1%, it takes too much time, and there is no point for you to be spending 3-4 months on a $200 investment challenge. Okay, there is no point for it. It is too slow. Okay, so yeah, let's go on the next slide, which is explained the last point. So let's say this is a 2-week period, right? And this is a 1% risk and this is a 2% risk. But with the 2% risk, what you want to do, and you need to do it, you only want to take A-class setups. A-, A, and A+ setups. Only, okay? With the 1% risk, I'm not recommending 1% risk at all because it is too slow and it is not that good, okay? It is too slow, and as I said, you don't want to be spending 4 months on $200 investment. Like, no point. You can make the money in a day, so yeah. Why to spend 4 months on it? So this is 2-week period, and let's say with this aggressive approach, 2% risk, you are going to be taking 2 setups a week, and with this less aggressive approach, you're going to be taking 4 setups a week, okay? But you're going to be risking 1%. And let's say first half of the first week, you're going to take these 2 setups, which is B plus and A. Then you're going to take A plus C. The next week, A minus B, B minus A. And 2% you're going to take only this. With you being picky, being selective, and taking only A-class setups means bigger win rate, okay? It means bigger win rate. You're going to be having bigger win rate. If you're going to be taking more setups and they're not going to be that much quality and you still want to risk 2%, there's a really big risk you're going to blow the account, okay? You're going to blow the account fast because you don't want to take C-class setups with risk 2%. You just don't want to do it. So be selective, take A-class setups and risk 2% on the phase 1, because risk 1% is bigger trade frequency but lower win rate, and it will take way longer to pass this account, okay? If you're going to be risking 2%, you're going to be having lower trade frequency, but your win rate is going to be way bigger, and you'll pass it way quicker because you are going to be taking less losses, and the win rate is going to be bigger. So you are going to pass it faster. Okay, you can even pass it in one trade or win 1-2 weeks easy. So this is quality, okay, versus quantity. And us as traders, we want to be focused as quality. We want to be focused as much quality as possible. That's our focus, okay? Quality over quantity every single day. And the paradox of it is it's even faster if you are focusing only on quality setups, because you are taking less hits and your win rate is going to be bigger, okay? That's for phase 1, okay? Risk 2% per trade. Pick only A-class setups, okay? 2 setups a week, I would recommend, something like that. And yeah, just quality over quantity. That's the point. So let's go on a phase 2. Right now, phase 2, we want to take it more conservative than phase 1, okay? Because our profit target is almost 50% less, okay? The phase 1 usually is 8%. The phase 2 usually is 5%, which is 3% less, which is a lot. So take it slower. Instead of 2%, use only 1.5% risk, because the profit target is way smaller. Still be super selective. I would say even more selective. This is a big one. Avoid overconfidence from passing phase 1. Take your time, okay? Because for me, what I was always, when I passed phase 1 in the past, I immediately got an account and I was looking for the trade the same day, all the time, or the next day. And it wasn't A-class setup at all. It was just me being overconfident, hey, I can pass it easy. I want to make the money as quick as possible, right? So I took a hit or 2 hits, and from having that account fresh, I was minus 3% from nothing. From only just me being overconfident that I passed the phase 1. Okay? So take your time. Even don't trade for 2 days. Doesn't matter, okay? Just take your time and stick to the A-class setups, okay? Other than that, have the same mindset as phase 1, okay? Which means the perspective, you trading $200, not $50K, okay? And again, you don't have to pass it. You don't need to pass it. You just need to do the things right, and you will pass it. So profit target is 5, which means 1 trade, 3.3R, or 2 trades, 2R, and 1.3R. Depends on you, depends on your strategy, on your edge, on your risk reward. I'm usually going for some trades 2R, and then I will hit the rest. Sometimes if there is opportunity, I will catch the 3.3R. Depends. It depends, okay? So what I'm also doing, okay, after I pass the phase 1 and I'm getting the fresh phase 2 account, I'm limiting myself on 1 to 2 trades per week. Okay, why? Because as you can see, I only need one trade. I only need one winning trade to pass it, or 2 trades in worst case. I only need 2 trades. So yeah, like if I'm gonna be taking 5 trades a week, why? They're not gonna be probably they're not gonna be A-class setups. Okay, because there is 2, I would say like 1 to 2 clean A-class setups a week for me. Depends on your strategy as well, but for me it's like 1 to 2 clean A-class setups per week, and that's why I limit myself to 1 to 2 trades per week. That's the point. Do not rush the process. You only need, as I said, 1 or 2 trades to pass it. Is it okay to not trade? It's completely okay. You're gonna receive the account, let's say Monday, Tuesday, and if the market doesn't give you opportunity for the rest of the week, it's completely okay to not trade. You don't have to trade, okay? It is completely okay to not trade at all. You will wait for the. You're gonna wait for the next week to come. Monday will come, and you can catch that 3.3 hour trade easy. You can catch it. So it is okay to not trade, and do not rush the process, okay? Then the last thing, remove all things that can lower your probability. Do not trade news, do not trade holidays, okay? Because there is higher probability that you can get wicked out, you can get stopped out on news. And you only needing 1 trade, why would you risk it? You don't have to risk it. You only need 1 trade to pass it, or 2. Okay? If there is a huge news week, just wait, don't trade a week. And the next week, you are ready to go. You can pass it by Monday or Tuesday. Okay? Depends. So that's the phase 2. And now guys, the last stage, and this is a funded stage. And we are going to be having a completely different approach. Not completely different, but way more conservative approach to the funded stage than to challenge phases, okay? Because as I said, you don't want to be spending time on challenge phases when the investment is $200. You don't want to be spending time on it, okay? You can make this money in a day. Why are you going to be spending 3-4 months on the challenge phases, okay? 1 or 2 months is enough, okay? In 1 month you can be having it passed. In 2 months, easy. So don't spend too much time. But once we get to the funded stage, first thing, take a break. Take a break of the charts, okay? At least 1 to 2 days, I recommend. At least 1 to 2 days, because you are euphoric, you are overconfident that, hey, I'm going to be finally making this money. That is it for me. Take a break, rest your mind, relax your mind. Okay, do for yourself clear plan what you want to accomplish with this account, and go from there. Do not trade immediately. Okay, take 1 or 2 days, even a week off. Rest your mind completely. Okay, no extra emotions. You don't want to feel them, and go from there. Our goal from this funded account is to get that first payout. Period. That's the number 1 objective for us, okay? Get that first payout. I'm gonna be explaining it in a few. And the third point, do not put pressure on yourself that you need to make that money now, okay? If A+ setup is not there, you are not gonna be trading at all. You are not gonna be trading if the A-class setup is not there, okay? Because as I said, you are now in a funded stage. You want to make that money as quick as possible, but guess what? If you are going to be rushing the process, you are going to lose the money. Okay? You are not going to be making any money. You are going to lose the money. So do not rush the process. Do not put pressure on yourself that you are trading real money. Still, you are not trading real money. It is still a percentage game. Okay? So don't put the pressure on yourself. Do not rush the process. If the A-class setup is not there, do not trade it. So as I said, goal is secure the first payout. That's the number 1 objective. Once you get a new fresh funded account, 50K, 100K, 20K, depends on you. secure that first payout. Okay, one trade is all it takes to get it. You only need one trade. Okay, so in first phase we are risking 2, in verification we are risking 1.5. In this phase we risk only 1% max on a trade, max. Even go lower, but I risk 1. You can go 0.75, you can go 0.5, depends on you, but 1% is maximum for funded stages, okay? And go for 1 to 2R to secure the first payout. Okay, if you're having 50k account and you target 1%, you're gonna secure $500. After the split, 80%, it's gonna be $400. Still good, okay? Go for 1 or 2R with that 1% risk, and one trade is all it takes. Even right now, it's different, okay? Even if you need to wait 2-3 weeks for that setup, just wait. Right now it's different, okay? Right now you have the capital and you have the opportunity to make that big money. So you have to wait, and you want to wait as much as possible for that A-class setup. Period. You need to do it. Do not think in terms of money, okay? Once you be floating 300, 400, 700, 800, do not think, hey, I can buy this, I can buy that. Still, it's a percentage game, okay? 1R, 2R, doesn't matter the money. Still percentage game, okay? If you're going to be taking in terms of money, it will, again, extra pressure for you, and it will not be good in the long run. So think in percentage game, and yeah. So be super conservative and selective, as I said. Only A-class setups, and do not take that trade until you are super confident in that setup. That, hey, this is my edge, this is my probability, this is A-class setups, I have everything lined. I'm putting that 1% risk on the line. I'm aiming for 1 or 2%, and I'm cashing out. Okay, that's the objective, that's the mindset. Have that $200 investment mindset to eliminate fear. Okay, right now we are not aiming to get that pass as quick as possible, but you thinking in that $200 investment, it's gonna eliminate fear. Because if you are gonna be thinking, oh, right now I have the 50k funded account, like I can change my life, I have the 50k, I cannot afford to lose it. Okay, I cannot afford to lose it. You are gonna be scared to hop in the trade, and you are gonna be making mistakes again. So have that hey, this account cost me only $200. $200 cost me this account, but I can possibly make $5,000-$10,000. I can, but if I'm gonna lose it, it's only $200. Not a big of a deal. Okay. So right now we are gonna be securing that first payout. Let's say you are gonna risk 1%. You are gonna hit 2R, which is gonna be $800 payout on the 50k account. Now with that money, what you're gonna do? You're gonna buy one 100k account, okay, which is gonna cost you $500, or you're gonna buy two 50k accounts, which is gonna cost you as well $500 or a little bit more, depends on the firm. Okay. You want to reinvest the money, and you need to reinvest the money. Okay? After the first payout, even if you got 1R, and which is going to be $400, you're going to buy another 50k, easy. Or another 100k. You can in some firms. You just want to buy more accounts. At least one, I recommend 2. So now you got 2 or 3 accounts. What you can do right now is start to rotate in between them. Use rotation method, okay? I explained rotation method in the previous videos, so you can check it there. But for you guys to understand it, rotation method is that you are going to be rotating every trade per account. Let's say you are going to take 3 trades a week, so that will be 1 trade per account, okay? This will eliminate you to lose that accounts quick, and in the long run, it's the best way to scale your capital. Okay, so what you're gonna do is your funded account is going to be still the same goal. Secure the payout to scale in as much as possible. Secure the payout to scale in as much as possible. Okay? So you know, for our funded account, you are going to be only looking for A+ setups, right? But right now you have a challenge 1, 50k, and challenge 2, 50k. So you can take that A- setup here. You can take that A setup here, which is like great setup, but can be, it's not A+. Okay, so you can use it for that. That funded account is still gonna be, hey, I'm gonna be waiting for A-class setups even 1, 2, 3 weeks because I'm aiming for the payout to scale as much as possible. Okay, and in between those challenges, you're gonna use the rotation method, and you're gonna use the same process what I just described. You're gonna use the same process. Phase 1 is gonna be 2% risk and taking A-class setups, A-, A+. Gonna be risking 2% a trade, phase 1, and you're just gonna rotate in between them. Let's say you're gonna take 2 A-class setups a week. So challenge number 1 will get 1, challenge number 2 will get 1. Okay. Next week, let's say you're gonna take A-, and A+. So A+ is gonna go on a funded account, A- challenge 1, the other A- challenge 2. And you're gonna be rotating in between them like that. Okay. And yeah, that's basically it, boys. That's basically it. So I hope you guys find this video helpful, because as I said, I passed with this exact system like in the last 3 months 3 funded accounts. So it really takes me 1 month to get to that funded account, which is 2 weeks per stage, which is, and I'm like, once I'm having these funded accounts, I'm reinvesting the money to another bank challenges, and I'm scaling my capital slowly but surely. And yeah, the more capital you have, as you know, the more money you're gonna make. So that's it for this. And if you are guys interested, I also do offer a one-on-one coaching where I will teach you trading from A to Z, and when I will take you from beginner, intermediate trader, depends on where you're at, to the funded trader, to the trader who are able to pass funded accounts, who is able to withdraw payouts and to be able to trade full time, basically. So that's what I do in terms of one-on-one coaching. It's a 3-month or 6-month program. Depends on you, depends on what you want. And as I said, I will help you from zero even to get to the funded stages and to be able to withdraw payouts. And I also do offer premium signals group, where this is the group basically where I call every trade I take, so you can copy my trades to get funded as well. I also do post the analysis there, the breakdowns there, but it's of course not that intensive as coaching. I only post the trades there, the analysis, the breakdowns, and my ideas behind the trades. Okay, so that is it, guys, for this video. As I said, I hope you like this. I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video.